Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. The end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, for blessing me with the Spirit to do this lesson. Let me read up. This is Ezekiel 7 and 2. It says, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, unto the land of Israel, and in the end is come upon the four corners of the land. And that's what you see, man. Judgment and evil going throughout the four corners of the earth. And from what I've been seeing, it's been a lot of judgment on you women. You know, for the past week, I would say all last week to up to now, all I've been seeing come up on my feed is judgment on you westernized mindset women, right? And this is not a coincidence. This is judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua because of your pride, your looselessness, your liberty, your feminist mindset. You I don't need a man, I can do it by myself. I'm good. The system got my back type women, man. So, I got two clips here that I want to share, man, showing you the brutality of the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua on you people in America, Babylon the Great, right? Babylon the weak, especially you women, man. Let's get another one, and then we're gonna play it. This is Second Ezra's. The books I love. I love all the books, but this seems to be the one that I go to the most. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. A plague is something that's ongoing, right? It doesn't stop, right? It gets bigger, it spreads. The Lord said, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And you can't tell me that this Bible is not real, man, because that's what we're seeing on the earth. Everything is spreading. Death, destruction, right? The sword. People dying of grievous deaths. This is because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is fed up with America and the people that worship and follow America that don't want to turn back to him. When I say those that don't want to turn back, is only speaking on you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. All you other nations, you on your own, right? So let's get into these clips, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect be edified. Shalom. And if I could say it, man, you have a lot of deranged, unhinged people out here. This is why it's so important for you to watch and be circumspect, man. What you got is a lot of people, especially women. Every time you see them, they always on their fucking phones, man. They head down. They're not paying attention to who's around them, where they're going. One day, I was out, and this woman was so into what's on her phone, man. She was walking in the middle of the street and didn't even know it. You know, but you got people out here like this Jake right here, that's just not right in the head, man. It says this was despite the fact now they said they let him go on a written whatever, right? He got released off a cashless bail because they'll claim that the jails is too full and all that, but you know they figure a Jake like this that's bugged out, you're gonna wind up getting on the live, or whatever. But it said this was despite the fact that DeCarlos Brown Jr., 34, had a nearly 2-decade history of violence and mental illness, man. You have a lot of people out here like that. And this is why, me personally, I like to keep my back toward the wall. I like to be in the last, row if I'm not driving. If I take the, public transportation or whatever, I don't like to sit in front of somebody, man, because you never know, man. These people be looking normal and regular, and then next thing you know, shit like this happens. But the only people that is not hip to this is the people that's not paying attention, man. Right? And this woman right here, a Ukrainian refugee, more than likely a Edomite, maybe, more than likely. Right? She's a so-called white woman, so she feels like nothing can happen to her. She's safe, especially not from a so-called black man. But she thought wrong, man. It said a few seconds before looming over her, he plunges several fatal stabs into the woman's neck. Whew. Man. The judgment of the Lord is real harsh, man. And don't get on here and say, brother, you should make videos on women. Shut the hell up, man. Right? It's just, it was just a isolated incident, man. People are crazy out here. Yeah, man, this is still judgment of the Lord, man. The Lord got spirits of vengeance out here. Here we go. Zarutska escaped the horrors of war-torn Ukraine to start a new life in 2022, only to be savagely murdered while she was minding her own business. See, when it comes to so-called white people, man, they always try to make it seem like they're just these peaceful people that don't want no problems and they just mind their own business when these devils are the worst people on the earth, man. Thus saith the Lord, man. They're the worst people on the earth. And they ain't innocent, man. Right? Because the Lord said what? Job. It's lucky. I keep stopping it. Try to run through this quick. Job chapter 4, verse 7. It said, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, man. Right? So she was put to death. She's an Edomite, man. She's definitely not innocent, man. It said, oh, where will the righteous cut off? Right? Where will the righteous cut off? The righteous was never cut off, man. Right? The Lord He enacts judgment, right? When you read Psalms 9 and 16, right? Right. Psalms chapter 9, verse 16, it says, the Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. Right? The Lord executed this, man. Right? The wicked is snared in the works of his own hands. Because what? The wicked is prone of is known for violence. And who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, man. They're known for violence. So the Lord said they're slain by the work of their own hands, man. Right? They made a system in a country full of violence, and violence was the reason in the way America was built up. So it's gonna go out violently, man. Right? They like to enact violence, but they don't like for violence to be brought on them. No, it's not gonna happen like that, man. Right? Let's get Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. It says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light, he faileth not. So every morning the Lord judges, right? Every night the Lord judges, man. All throughout the day the Lord is bringing judgment, and he faileth not. Whoever the judgment is set for, that's who it's for, man. Right? The Lord ain't playing with you people, man. Especially you damn Edomites. But Jake is deranged. Jake was used as the spirit of vengeance. And the Lord got something for Jake too, though. You know?
Irina Zaruska, who was stabbed multiple times on a car subway. You seen the video? Yeah, where was the subway? Was where? He's been silent on a night train. He stabbed multiple times by multiple times. No, I haven't heard. Okay. When did this happen? It happened in August, but the video just came. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the video. I'll know all about it by tomorrow morning. Thanks.
Right, and that's why your man Trump, DJ Trump, is about to bring, them boys to Chicago, Oakland, LA, Baltimore, New York City, and many other states he got his eye on, man. And the Lord gonna let this devil put hell on Jake, man. Right? The Lord gonna allow this devil to put hell on all the nations, man, that are here in America. But mainly you Jakes. And this is all these things are pretty much to the eyes that don't acknowledge or know what's really going on. What Trump is doing would justify him doing it, man. Being that all these senseless killings are happening, we got to get the National Guard in here to restore order. And people will be happy for it to come, because they see things like this. Right? So this happened in North Carolina. So when you go here, it says woman dies after being shot in Center City, Philadelphia. Person in custody. See, you women, man. You women be out here all freely, all free and mobile and doing what you want, going where you want to go. You don't need a man, right? You got it. See, what you women don't understand is men, we think more logical, man. We see things, we see a lot of the things that y'all asses don't see. Right? A woman of wisdom would see certain things, but you women ain't fucking wise, man. Right? You just want to be out. A lot of y'all are out of control. Can't tell y'all nothing. You're in the house, you're unruly, you're wicked, you're disrespectful. Right? So the Lord has a fitting judgment for you women, man. Right? Let's get another one. This is Going back to that lady that we just, her right here. Let's get her up there again. See, she didn't see this coming, man. We're going to go back to that video real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. You're supposed to watch. You're supposed to look around. You're supposed to be circumspect. You're supposed to watch your surroundings, man. But, the phone is more important than everything nowadays. Right? You're supposed to watch everybody and everything, man. Every angle. But only the men of the Lord, the ones that are in this truth, that understand the word, they're the only ones that's going to do this, man. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So you're supposed to be circumspect because the days are evil. You're supposed to be circumspect because you got deranged, unhinged, wicked ass, bloodthirsty ass, mentally ill, people out here, man. Right? So the Lord's telling you something that's going to save your life. You don't want to hear? That's on you. Right? You don't want to hear what we got to say? That's on you, man. But you women, man, you're gonna find out the hard way. So check this one out.
Following a developing story, this coming out of Center City, one person in custody tonight after a woman was shot and killed. It all happened in the middle of the afternoon, right along a busy Chestnut Street. This entire crime was caught on video. Action News reporter Leland Pinder joining us live from police headquarters with more on what we're learning about this. Leland.
Gray, a really nice Friday night here, coming to a halt for a few hours in a very popular and well-traveled area of Center City. Sources tell us police are looking into whether this may have been a domestic situation. Dramatic video shows a shooting unfold in Center City Friday evening. This happened just before 6 p.m. at the corner of 12th and Chestnut in front of a 7-Eleven.
This is not the area that you typically hear things like this happening.
Despite not hearing it often in his neighborhood, Casey Boltinghouse was sure the popping he heard was a gunshot as he was headed out for a bike ride.
That's when I just was outside my door, heard that, and just started riding down Chestnut.
Police say one woman is dead, pronounced at Jefferson about 90 minutes after the shooting was reported, and one person is in custody. The video appears to show 3 people involved. It looks as if one woman is trying to get a man off of another woman. Moments later in that same video, it shows the man point a gun at the woman on the ground. Oh my God! Police have not released how or if this trio may know each other or what led up to the shooting. Sources tell us police are also looking into whether one of the women was the person initially armed. Witnesses reported the gun was somehow pried away from her.
They hauled the girl off in the ambulance, which that happened really quick. Obviously, the hospitals are right around here, so that happened pretty quick. Hauled her off. She was getting loaded up when I got here.
Evidence markers suggest at least 2 shots were fired. Police say their investigation is ongoing. And police have not identified that woman who was killed. Also, no word on charges at this time.
Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people saying that she had the gun first and he took it from her and then he used it on her. But the point is, man, you women are completely out of control, man. That's a thing. That's a thing now, man. Where you have women out here carrying guns, looking to put men in the spirit world, man. And it wound up backfiring on them. Right? So this is Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Right? And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, because who's more proud than Esau, Edom, and you damn women over here, man? The so-called white man and the women over here, especially in the West, are very fucking proud, man. You can't tell y'all nothing, man. You're arrogant. You women, you use the system to ruin men's lives. right? You do all types of wickedness, and you like I said, you're unruly. You're out in the street. You're drunk. You're half naked. Can't talk to you. You're loud. Twerk queens. Demons, man. Right? So the Lord said, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness, meaning the proud of the terrible, man. Right? Somebody that's haughtiness is very proud, man. The Lord said He gonna lay the proud low. Right? And that's what you're gonna see with a lot of women, man, nowadays. And these last days, these women gonna be getting thrown off the planet, you know, in a unprecedented fashion. Right? Let's get this last one, man, because this is what it all boils down to. You women got a judgment to pay for, the same as Esau Edom, man. This last one. This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 25, verse 19. And it reads, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And what's the portion of a sinner? Death. So you're going to have a lot of dead women out here, man. Right? And that's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So, you know, I'm going to leave it there. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing, the elect was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.
Off camera, people in the area told me they'd seen the group before and believed they may be part of the homeless community. Live here outside police headquarters, Leland Pender for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.